progression this week? You said you felt better than you felt last Wednesday.
Yeah, said he felt better today than he did last Friday, and was able to do some things today. 7-on-7, some team, and so listed as questionable, and we'll see.
Jim, if he is able to go, will you take the same approach that you took this last Sunday, where it's kind of like when you see something like maybe him hobbling, you're going to make the call to take him out if he is able to go?
Yeah, I mean, it's somebody has to be able to do the job, and that has to that's just fundamental to playing any position in football.
How much more was he able to do, Justin, this week versus last week? Obviously, he was out 2 practices last week. He was limited all 3. This week, just on the field, how much more was he able to do?
More. Yeah, I don't have the exact percentage for you, but it was more. Felt better today in this Friday practice than he did last Friday. That's what he said.
You told us that Saturday, and I think you mentioned this too, that Saturday, the walkthrough, you guys had a pretty good sense that he's going to be able to at least give it a go. Do you expect it to be sort of similar this week, where tomorrow, based on how he's moving, at walkthrough, you'll have an idea?
I don't know. Listed as questionable, and we'll see. I mean, that's the best that I can do as far as predicting anything.
What's the level of concern when you have your quarterback maybe less than 100% and you are going to be without your left tackle and potentially your right tackle?
Yeah, I think there's a question there that, and I played the game and also coached it, and I never went into a game as a player where I didn't have confidence and belief in the next man up that was playing, and I went into a lot of those games as the starter. Never felt like we were going in 9 against 11 or 10 against 11. I knew we were going in 11 against 11, and a teammate that was more than capable of doing the job. The way I felt when I went in as a backup too. I mean, there's times I was a backup and I was going in and felt like I was more than capable, and it was my opportunity, to show that I belonged on this great stage of being a National Football League player. So that's the mindset, and I've kept that same mindset as a coach. Believe in our guys, and it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to step up, be strong, be tough, be counted on, and be a stalwart. I know I've told you some words I don't like. That is my favorite of all words, stalwart, as it relates to football. And as a coach, you just don't get that many opportunities to be a stalwart. But as a player, you sure do.
Jim, with Jamari, you had mentioned to us that he got more work at guard, and you guys felt more comfortable with him there. If you guys are out, Rashawn and Joe, obviously Rashawn's been ruled out. Is Jamari an option at left tackle, or when you put him out there last week, you kind of saw what it was and you preferred him inside?
Oh, of course, he's a great option as a tackle. I mean, he started 14 games as a tackle for our team. So yeah, very good option.
And then we've seen Sam Mustipher working at guard a little bit in practice. It's not something he's done. He has like 3 snaps at guard in his career in regular season games. What do you guys maybe like about him potentially playing guard for you if you need him this week?
Like him as a football player, again, he's a capable, very capable, tough, strong, dependable guy, and there's opportunity. So I feel really good about Sam.
Coach, you talk about opportunities for players. Talk about the opportunity for this team this week against the Super Bowl champs, the chance to make a statement in the division. How do you see this as a test for what you're trying to build here?
Yeah, I mean, as my good friend Ric Flair would say, I mean, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So that's the kind of opportunity that it is, and so we understand it, and guys are ready to roll.
with Joey and just the number of injuries that he's worked through over the last 2 years, having another one like this, do you get a sense of where his head's at, how he's doing mentally, dealing with another injury?
Yeah, doing everything necessary to be able to play, and stalwart, strong, tough, loyal, dependable guy. I mean, he's at the highest level of that.
Joe being questionable, didn't take a lot of reps. The importance of the chemistry on the offensive line specifically, how much would that play into whether he can go in this weekend, having not practiced much with this particular group?
Yeah, in me, it's just ready, willing, and able. That's somebody's ready, they're willing, and they're able to get their job done. Those are the categories that you go by. Is he more able than the next man up would be? Then that's the decisions you make.
So does the lack of practice reps change the calculus at all compared for an offensive lineman versus, let's say, a receiver who doesn't practice, or even Justin last week, he didn't practice very much either, but was able to start?
Well, there's a lot of accumulated reps there. For a starter, anybody that's a starter, they've had lots of reps. So, never really that good at math. So the calculus, especially when I got to calculus, I start. Well, I lost my accents right after long division. So.
Maybe we'll have to ask Justin or Taylor.
Or Joe.
With Darius questionable, is Ladd the next guy up as punt returner?
Yeah, Ladd's very capable.
And would he be an option at kick returner if Darius can't go? Would you go with?
Yeah, we'll go with all options. All options that are available, and your opponent should think that we'd like our opponent to think all options are available too. I mean, you just don't really go into a game or a weekend, just revealing what the plan is. Then see how it helps us to really go into that.